Sup? I low-key just got dizzy, like on Mom's. Though, 3 disturbing true cross. What the hell is a crawl space? Sound creepy as hell.
My house doesn't have a basement, and a lot of houses that don't have basements have crawl spaces instead, which are basically a layer of space under the lower level of a house with a height of no more than about 5 feet, usually used for storage.
Oh, no. Shit, I think that's worse than the fucking basement. Oh, God, that's weird. Oh my God. Dude. No, that's weird. If I had the option to choose a crawl space than a basement, we can do a lot with 5 inches. Pause on that. Like, oh my God.
It started on a night like any other.
Right.
I had classes the next morning, so I had to be in bed early. My room is on the 1st floor, and the crawl space is right below my room.
No.
After turning off the TV at like 11, I started hearing noises below me.
No, you didn't, bitch.
Actually, it sounded like it was coming from right under my bed. My parents and brother were all asleep by now, so calling...
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me right now, but yo, oh shit. What the hell is wrong with me? Oh my God. Like, I have goosebumps all over me, so I don't know what the hell is wrong with me right now. Oh my God. What the hell, yo? Am I really that creeped out from a crawl space? Oh my God. I can't. I need to hold on to something. Okay.
Any of their attention would be a little obnoxious at this point. It took a little courage, but I got on the carpet on my knees and looked under the bed, hoping I wouldn't see a rodent or any other kind of creature.
Oh my God.
There was nothing, though, so I got back into bed. As I got back into bed, though, the sound started up again. It was kind of a rough push and pull kind of sound. It sounded like something being done deliberately. I once again got on my knees on the side of the bed and looked underneath.
Get off your knees.
There was definitely nothing under there, though. Oddly enough, every time I got out of bed, the sound stopped. I went to get my dad, and he took a look under the bed, too. Figures there were no sounds now, though. He told me he'd check the crawl space the next day to see if one of the pipes...
The next day? No, bitch. Hell no. Bitch, no, I don't mean... Dad, I don't mean to call you no bitch. But you checking this shit tonight. Okay? I got goosebumps all over me. And I'm this close to sleeping with you tonight. And I'm about this close hauling ass out this house. So you checking right the clock now, please. I'm shaking. Come on, Dad. Oh my God. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Like, Okay, no, I'm good. How y'all doing? Y'all, you good? You got snacks? What you got? Comment below the snacks that, yo, I can't handle right now. I need a real cuddle buddy. Oh my God. Okay. No, we're good.
Didn't even think of it being something in the crawl space. The rest of that night it was quiet, so I fell asleep with ease.
No.
When I got home from class the next day, I spotted something sticking out from under my bed. I pulled it out, and it was a bag full of old papers from like elementary school.
What?
I planned on asking my mom why she would put that in my room, but I figured I'd just throw it back down in the crawl space and forget about it.
Oh my God.
Our crawl space has its entry door inside of our garage, and my dad tends to leave the garage door open a lot during the summer months. This was so he could work in there without having the lights on while also getting some fresh air. Sometime in the middle of the night, I woke up to sounds coming from below my room.
Oh, no.
Not my bed this time, but for some reason the sounds were especially clear this night.
Oh my God.
I knew now something had to be in the crawl space. After turning on my bedside lamp, I ran to get my dad out from bed, who was a bit irritated that I'd woken him up. He led me down to the garage and to the crawl space door. He opened the door and grabbed the flashlight that hung next to the door. As we looked inside of the crawl space, however...
Yeah, cluck this weed shit. Dad, you're going to check it out as I stand right here next to the door of the house. You're going to check it out. No, there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Dad, hey, you're going to check it out and let me know what you find. Okay? And by the time you realize what it is, I'm going to be already 6 miles out with my Adidas on. Best believe that shit. Oh my God, I am so creeped out right now. Oh, Mr. Nightmare videos, like, you know, they're creepy. And I reacted to a lot, but like, this is like, I don't know what was wrong with me right now. Okay.
We noticed something strange. Light. Across the other side of the area. Light was seeping in from above.
Yeah, okay.
But that made no sense. There weren't supposed to be any holes in the floor. My dad crouch walked his way to the hole. And then he screamed. Hearing my dad scream with such...
Bitch. Oh my God. Oh, Mr. Nightmare. Oh my God, this is so good. He makes Mr. Nightmare the best in the game. Oh my God. Shit. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You tripping. If you didn't at least flinch or move the tiniest bit when his dad screamed. Oh my God. I literally felt my heart drop, like it moved a little bit. Like I don't think I'm over exaggerating. Something moved inside of me. I don't know what it was. It could have been my heart. It could have been my organs. Something moved. Oh, bitch. Okay, oh God, I need a minute.
2 hours later.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my God, yo,
And horror was the most disturbing thing I'd ever witnessed. I didn't know what he saw, but he screamed at me to open the garage door and get out of the house. I listened without asking questions. I stood in the driveway waiting. I heard a commotion inside of the house, including a scream from my mom. 5 minutes later, my dad and older brother came outside, holding a stranger in their grips. 5 minutes later, a police car pulled up to the house, and neighbors soon started coming outside to see what the commotion was. Let me explain what happened. When my father got to that hole in the ceiling of the crawl space, he realized it was a giant hole cut open right under my bed, and as he looked through it, he saw a masked man looking down at him. As my dad grabbed at the man's arms through the hole, he screamed for my older brother's help, who luckily came to my dad's aid. Without him, my dad could have easily been killed, because that man was carrying a handgun.
Mm-mm. I'm starting to get emotional. Oh my
When I was
God.
21, still living in my parents' house, my bedroom was actually supposed to be considered an extra room. It wasn't built with the intention of being a bedroom, more so a kind of downstairs storage room. However, I was the youngest, so I got the worst room. My two older brothers had already moved out by this point, and I was finishing up with college. It was winter break, however. My dad was on a business trip, and my mom was in another state with friends. They're the kind of parents who you never see around, and they've been like that since we were kids. My room happens to attach to the crawl space of our house. There's a little pull-off door in the wall. When I was little, my brothers always teased me and said there were aliens or monsters in the crawl space. Sometimes as a kid, I'd get scared by the littlest of noises coming from inside the wall next to my bed.
I'm still
Eventually,
scared.
I outgrew that fear, obviously.
I didn't.
I was chilling in my room, just trying to finish up all the work for my classes, when I heard some muffled noise coming from the crawl space.
No, you didn't.
Like literally beyond the wall right next to my bed.
No, you didn't, baby. Oh my God.
It wasn't any kind of thumping or tapping or anything. It just sounded like some kind of sound that would come from a person's mouth.
Ew.
Of course, my heart started racing as I started freaking out over it. Given that I was home alone, I couldn't just call for my huge, intimidating dad to go in there.
I could.
So I opened the door to the crawl space, and with my phone's flashlight, just aimed it in every direction in the crawl space while still standing by the doorway.
Cluck you.
I wasn't sure exactly what I was looking for, but after not being able to see anything or anyone from the doorway, I contemplated going deeper into the crawl space. But just then, there was a voice.
Was I making sense there? Say, sometimes I talk too much.
You got it. You got it.
After nearly having a heart attack, I realized it was just one of those old talking Bubba toys. I didn't know what could have caused it to go off and start speaking, though.
Fuck. No. After nearly having a heart attack, bitch, I hauled ass to my neighbor's house and I said, hey, yo, what's good? I'm staying over here for the next couple of days. No questions asked, okay? Do you have a crawl space? Oh, you do? Well, deuces. Okay, like, oh my God. Now that I know what a crawl space is, I'm more lenient on having a basement if I had the option to choose. Granted, I don't like basements, but I would definitely pick a basement over a crawl. Oh my God. I don't like either one, but if you had to choose between a crawl space and a basement, what would you choose? Let me know that in the comment section, because thank you, Mr. Nightmare, for letting me know what a crawl space is, because I would have probably got that because I didn't want no basement. Now I don't want either. Thank you. You're awesome in everything that you do, Mr. Nightmare. Oh my God, my heart.
Guessing it was deep in some old bag of toys somewhere, and something was putting pressure on the trigger button. I waited by the door for the talking to stop, and when it finally did, I shut the attic door again and got back in my bed. When the time came for me to go to sleep, I turned off my laptop and the light and rolled on my side.
Did you lock it?
It wasn't long after that I heard the talking Bubba go off again inside the crawl space.
My God,
Now that I
yo.
knew what the sound was, it seemed much clearer.
Oh my God.
This was the last straw now. I had to get that toy out from whatever bag it was sitting in, or it would probably be going off all night. I went back to the crawl space door, and this time actually went inside. I followed the sounds of the toy's voice, and as I got to the big brown paper bag that seemed to be containing it, I saw two arms come out from the dark. Two arms that were stretched out forward. There was a horrifying, deep scream that accompanied them. I was being lunged at. I screamed as I ran to the crawl space door and slammed it shut. It had a lock on it, thank God. A couple seconds after locking the door, there were bangs on the door that consistently came about every 2 seconds. The door didn't show any signs of giving, but I didn't stick around to find out if it would. I was upstairs, already on the phone with the police, but I did notice the banging stopped downstairs. The police told me to wait, either inside a locked room or outside in a safe place like a car or a neighbor's house. I didn't want to be in the house anymore until the cops arrived, so I took the spare keys to my car from the key ring and went to sit in my car. I had a view of the back section of my house from the street, however, and noticed a door on the side of our house was open. It was the outside crawlspace door. It was completely wide open. It suddenly makes sense how there could be someone in there. The outside door must have been left unlocked by my dad by mistake. I sat in my car telling 911 to hurry up before the intruder could escape. I didn't see anyone leave through the door, but for all I knew, they already had left. The cop car finally came roaring down the road with its lights on and stopped in front of my house. I got out of the car and called at him to follow me to the door. I pointed and said, "In there," and he went inside with his flashlight. I peeked my head in there the whole time, helping out with the flashlight too. I made sure he didn't miss anything. I even suggested that he search any big boxes or bags, and he did. The officer was surprisingly patient and polite towards my demands given the situation. He came out after a few minutes of searching and assured me the crawlspace was empty. Whoever was in there left in a hurry. The crawlspace door could only be locked with a key or from the inside, so I asked the officer to wait there while I went inside and locked the door from the inside. As I was in the crawlspace again, alone, I couldn't help but shake the feeling that I was being watched as I hurried back to my room to lock that door as well. The officer left a few minutes after, and I tried to get to sleep, but I couldn't. I was awake all night until the sun came up, just worrying about someone still being in that crawlspace. Luckily, no one ever broke into it again, but I guess I wouldn't call it breaking in, since the door was unlocked.
You ever... Look, can you see this? Can you see, like, it's like a tear? It probably dried up by now, but my eyes are watery. You ever been so creeped out or, like, so scared that you start to tear up? Yeah, that just happened. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is very, very, very good, Mr. Nightmare. Okay. Y'all good? You good, right? Okay, just checking. If you not, oh God, I hope you have a cuddle buddy. Oh my gosh.
It was 2016. I had just signed a lease to move into my first house alone. It was a fixer-upper starter home for sure, but the neighborhood wasn't bad at all, really. By the first day, I had the house layout memorized, and by the third day, I was settled in. However, by the fourth day, I started to hear some weird house noises.
Oh my God.
There was a small upstairs where the 2 bedrooms and a bathroom were.
Not even a week.
The first floor was just the living room, dining room, and kitchen. When I was upstairs, I never heard the sounds. However, when I was downstairs, I'd start to hear noises come from below the floor at later hours of the night.
Oh my gosh.
There was a small basement, technically, but it was just one little room meant to serve as a laundry room. I went down there to see if the noise could be coming from down there. There was no one down there in that room. But I could
You have got to be shitting me. So you mean to tell me that you have a basement and a crawl space? Is that what you're about to tell me? Because if so, I don't lie. Oh, man.
hear noises coming from inside the wall. I felt around the wall to see if there was any kind of hollowness, and in fact there was. That meant there was some kind of room on the other side. I looked to the corner of the basement, where there was a small opening that went deeper than the rest of the room.
Nope.
I went over to look at it.
No.
What I assumed to be just a tight space that could be used for storage, and learned there was actually a door in that tiny opening.
God.
A door that seemed to lead to some kind of crawl space area. I opened the door, which just barely cleared the tiny opening, and looked inside. But it was way too dark to go in there. Plus, whatever the noise was seemed to stop.
Okay.
I could tell just based off the very front of the space, however, that the ceiling was just tall enough to walk under, maybe with a slight crouch in your step. There was no way I was looking around there at night anyway, so I shut that door, went upstairs, and unlocked the basement door just in case, you know. I called it a night shortly after.
Did you double lock it, triple
The
lock
next few days, things were normal. One night, I heard a sound or two when I was in the basement doing laundry, but I was starting to think it was just some kind of noises that had to do with the boiler system or whatever. The next night, however, while I was in the living room, I heard thumps hitting the floor. 3 distinct thumps, actually. Now my adrenaline was rushing, and I was positive I had someone in my house. I went into defense mode and grabbed the biggest kitchen knife I had.
For you, shit, no, okay. As you go into defense mode, bitch, I'm going into hauling ass mode. Okay? Getting my Adidas 3000s and I'm kicking rocks. While you preparing to go into defensive mode, I'm already be in California and I live in Georgia. Within 6 seconds. So you keep on playing. Talking about defensive mode. No, it's all about that hauling ass mode. What you talking about? Oh my God. Oh. Ooh.
Downstairs. I tried to make myself angry as I approached the Crawlspace door. I turned on my flashlight, opened the door, and started screaming with anger. Or what I wanted to seem like anger. But really, I was shaking in my own skin as I entered that dark, cold Crawlspace. It was completely empty except for what seemed to be 2 empty boxes. I must have done a complete 360, analyzing the space at least 5 times, and I knew for a fact there wasn't anything or anyone in there. Then, however, something broke the absolute silence. It was a sound that was coming from no further than like 20 feet away from me.
Way too
It
close.
was the sound of breathing. In a panic, I looked in the direction of the breathing and was horrified to see something standing in the corner of the space. I didn't know what to think, but I knew it couldn't be a real person, because I'd looked around at least 5 times and saw nobody in there just a second ago. As I stood there, frozen, I started to feel like the figure in the corner was getting closer to me. That's when I ran for the Crawlspace door. When I made it outside, I looked around for something to block the door with, but found nothing. So I ran upstairs and locked the door. That night, I went to sleep at my parents' house, and the next day, I harassed the landlord to let me out of the lease, given what I had just experienced. It took a lot of arguing, but I managed to get out of that house within the same week. All that week, however, I stayed out from the basement, but I did continue to hear noises from down below when I was in the living room.
Y'all, I don't know if y'all can tell, but these tears that you see on me, these are not forced tears. These are like, I don't really know, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like they're like scared tears or like feared. I don't really know how to explain these tears. I don't even know where they came from. Oh my God. Like I said, usually Mr. Nightmare videos like be on point as far as like being creepy and scary as hell. But like every once in a while, if the video I guess is like creepy enough or scary enough, I would start to tear up. And I don't know what was wrong with me tonight, but I can't explain why I started tearing up. It could be the fact that I was really in tune with the story, which I have yet to start pulling myself out, because it seems like with every horror video that I react to, excuse me, I'm like 75% into the video. I think tonight, I was 100% in tune with the video. Like, I felt like I was actually there. And then, oh my God. Yo, that's good job. I just want to say, you know, for the people that really, you know, that's been watching my videos for a while, you know that I don't like attics or basements. Crawlspaces added to the list. The one I like, the story that I want to say takes the cake is a cherry on a clucking top, would have to be the first story, because you was playing games way too much. You was clucking up way too much because you knew that there was a crawl space right underneath your bed. So the sounds and noises that you heard, you didn't automatically think. You knew it wasn't, like, you automatically thought it was somebody or something under your bed. It couldn't be the fact that there was your crawl space right underneath your bed, like that went over your head. That wouldn't be the first thing that you checked. Y'all, if you ever get a house or like if you ever get your own place, please stay away from attics, basements, and now crawl spaces. Because before this video, I did not know what a crawl space was. Now I do, and now I know not to get one. Thank you, Mr. Nightmare. But honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep right tonight, because this video was so good. It was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. And some of y'all may be thinking, I'm overreacting. No. Part of the reason why I act the way I act is because I am a sensitive, scared. I get easily scared, mother. I'm a easily scared, sensitive mother clucker. On mommies. That's who I am. Like, if one of y'all was here with me watching this, I would have been holding you tight as hell. I don't care if you was a guy or a female. I need to hold something or someone. Preferably, I still can't say that word, a female to hold on to. Yeah, man, to be honest, like I'm a scared little bitch. I'm not scared to admit it. It's just how I was born. It's just the way, he made me. It's just the way it is. He caught me at a good time, because I was about to go to sleep. I don't know if this video is going to be up tonight. Hopefully it does. Because during the making of this video, I put out a tweet around this time saying that I was having some technical difficulties, some technical issues, and so I don't know if this video is going to be up tonight. Hopefully it's up soon. But yeah, I'm going to try to get the video up tonight. But oh my God. Let me know, comment below on the scale of scared you was. Because I was at a 10. I was probably past a 10. Like 10 being like, you were scared. Like you almost couldn't watch the whole video. That's how scared you was. 1, you wasn't scared at all. Ooh, I'm still shook. I'm still shaking. I'm still shaking right now. Yeah. Keep it cool, keep it classy, and I love you. Stay happy. My family.